Hello and welcome to Cargo Shots from the Stat Trade Times, powered by Group Concorde. Here's our pick of the best news shots that made the headlines this week.
Let's look at the week's top stories. Qatar Airways cargo's Boeing 777 freighter landed at Kigali International Airport at 13 hours Central Africa time on May 3, 2023. The Boeing 777 aircraft will fly from Doha to Kigali twice a week. Since March, Qatar Airways Cargo has created an intra-Africa service between Kigali and Lagos 3 times per week, and a weekly service from Istanbul via Doha to Kigali, all operated by an Airbus A310 aircraft. New destinations from Kigali will be announced soon. Qatar Airways Cargo currently serves 28 cities in Africa, carrying up to 2,800 tons to and from Africa. Flexport, the leading tech-driven logistics platform, announced the acquisition of the assets of Shopify Logistics, including Deliver. Through the integration of Shopify Logistics, Flexport will strengthen its advanced AI-driven optimization to streamline the full global supply chain, reducing cost and improving reliability for customers. Flexport will also become the official Shopify logistics partner and provider of Shop Promise for millions of Shopify merchants. Shop Promise enables transparent shipping timelines, including 2-day and next-day delivery options to customers of Shopify merchants, and will be extensible to all major commerce platforms. Japan Airlines has decided to introduce 3 Boeing 767-300ER freighters, the first time in 13 years that Japan Airlines will operate its own freighters. The operations will begin from the end of fiscal year 2023. With the introduction of freighters, a new business model will be established to ensure stable and growing demand. The company is expected to build alliances with logistics partners and operate routes to capture domestic and international e-commerce, parcel delivery, and other high-growth cargo. Global demand, measured in cargo ton kilometers, fell 7.7% in March compared to March 2022, according to data from IATA. This was a slight improvement over February 2023 performance, that is minus 9.4%, and half the rate of annual decline seen in January and December, that is minus 16.8% and minus 15.6% respectively. Capacity measured in available cargo ton kilometers increased 9.9% year-on-year. The strong uptick in capacity reflects the addition of belly capacity, and the passenger side of the business continues to recover. North American carriers posted the weakest performance of all regions, with a 9.4% decrease in volumes. Lufthansa Cargo reported a 30% decline in revenue at 823 million euros on lower capacity, and cargo flown during the first quarter ended March 31, 2023. Adjusted earnings dropped 69% to 151 million euros from 495 million euros in Q1 2022. Available capacity was up 10% on a year-on-year basis as a result of increased belly capacities, reaching 85% of the pre-crisis level. Revenue cargo ton kilometers declined 5% to 2 billion. Lufthansa Group revenue increased 40% to 7 billion euros and adjusted earnings came in at negative 273 million euros, a 53% improvement from the previous year. Airbus reported a marginal decline in consolidated revenue at 11.8 billion euros for the first quarter ended March 31, 2023, on deliveries of 127 commercial aircraft. Deliveries during the quarter include 10 A220s, 106 A320 family, 6 A330s, and 5 A350s. Consolidated adjusted earnings declined 39% to 773 million euros. The guidance issued in February 2023 remains unchanged, with 720 commercial aircraft deliveries and adjusted earnings of 6 billion euros. NYSE-listed AerCap Holdings reported an adjusted net income of $566 million for the first quarter ended March 31, 2023, on 4% increase in total revenue at $1.9 billion. Basic lease rents were $1.5 billion compared with $1.6 billion in Q1 2022. AerCap executed 252 transactions in Q1 2023, including 155 lease agreements, 56 purchases, and 41 sales. The board has approved a new share repurchase program of up to $500 million through September 30th, 2023. Before we end, here's a look at the latest issue of our magazine, The Stat Trade Times. We talk about air cargo and Europe, where recession looms and headwinds are gaining traction in the cover story. In a special report, we look at how GSSAs are looking at 2023 and the trends to follow. And it's a wrap for this week's episode. Wishing you a great weekend ahead and do take good care.
For the latest news on air freight, visit our website. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Give our YouTube channel a visit and subscribe to access our past webinars and virtual conferences and access exclusive one-on-one interviews with global logistics leaders. Thank you for tuning in to Cargo Shots by the Stat Trade Times, powered by Group Concorde. See you next week with a fresh roundup of cargo news makers.